In this video, I'm going to share with you my top 5 pieces of gear that I never go hiking without. My name's Jared and I love adventuring outdoors. In the past, I've made a ton of mistakes and made things way too difficult for myself. Once I got these 5 items, I never go on an adventure without them. Number 1, my LifeStraw water filter. This water filter is one of my favorite pieces of equipment because you can go weeks or even months without food. But if you only go a couple days without water, you're going to be in real trouble. The LifeStraw allows you to drink water from any source at all without having to boil it or treat it. Water is also one of the heaviest things you're going to have to pack with you. So any way you can reduce that load is going to help a lot. This water filter comes with a cap and the filter, and you can connect it to almost any water bottle you like. And with this filter, anytime you pass a lake, a river, or a rainwater collection tank, you can fill up and hydrate. Number 2 is a hiking pack with a waist strap. Having a good hiking pack is essential for comfort while hiking. A waist strap is important because it allows you to distribute the load onto your hips rather than on your shoulders the whole time. This allows you to carry more gear and hike further distances comfortably. This will also take a lot of strain off your lower back and help improve your balance. The waist strap also secures the bag tightly to your body. That way you can move quickly on uneven surfaces or even run without having the bag bounce around and throw you off balance. Number 3 is actually 2 items, a neck buff and a good hat. These 2 items, along with long clothing, is by far my favorite form of sun protection. Forget about constantly having to reapply greasy sunscreen and then sweating through it and having it run into your eyes. A good hat and a buff will provide you all the sun protection you need. On top of that, it'll also keep the bugs off the back of your neck. And in colder climates, it can be used to help keep you warm and prevent windburn. Number 4 is a cooking stove. Now it may seem like a bit of a luxury, but a small camp stove is a huge comfort and convenience for any overnight hike. Warm food and hot drinks make hiking and camping way more enjoyable. A hot coffee or tea is a great way to motivate you out of that warm sleeping bag on those chilly mornings. And after a long day of hiking, there's nothing better than a warm meal. Also, cooking a meal or just heating up a warm drink at night is a great way to relax after a long day. It also gives you something to do at the end of the night instead of just sitting around in the darkness. This is especially nice if you're staying in a place that doesn't allow campfires. And even if you do have a campfire, cooking on one of these is way easier. Cooking over the hot coals can be really fun and does give the food a great taste, but it can be really tricky at times. And that's why I rarely go on any adventure without a cooking stove. And don't forget your lighter, we've done that a few times. Now number 5, and probably the most important item for me, electrolytes. Now electrolytes are essential to hydration and proper muscle function. If you've ever experienced a muscle cramp before, it's most likely due to an imbalance of electrolytes. You can lose up to a gram of salt in your sweat during 1 hour of exercise, and even more if you're hiking in a hot climate. So it's absolutely essential that you replace these minerals. Now you can replace these minerals with whole foods, but I find it way more convenient to use electrolyte powders while you're hiking so you don't have to constantly be snacking. The most convenient way for me is these electrolyte sticks. Pour one of these in about a liter of water and you're set. You can also simply use Gatorade powder that you'd find at any grocery store. Now this stuff works, but I find it has way more sugar than salt, so you may have to add a little bit extra salt to it. One of the best natural sources is coconut water. Coconut water has a ton of potassium, and the natural sugars is also a great source of energy. One of the cheapest ways to get electrolytes in is just simply use sea salt. You can add it to your water or just take a spoonful of it and wash it down. Sea salt is a lot better than table salt because it has a bunch of trace minerals in it as well that'll help you hydrate even more. When you are replacing your electrolytes, it's important that you get sodium, potassium, and magnesium, and in that order. That's because sodium is potassium sparing and potassium is magnesium sparing. So what that means is you're not going to start losing potassium until you're low on sodium, and you're not going to start losing magnesium until you're low on potassium. So for a simple 1 or 2 day hike, it's really only essential that you replace your sodium in the short term. Now, as with anything, it's all about balance. You don't want to overdo it with electrolytes, and when you are taking electrolytes, you want to make sure you're balancing it out with the appropriate amount of water. If your body has way too many electrolytes, it's going to excrete them in any way that it can. So that's it, my top 5 hiking items that I will never go adventuring without. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our playlist for more informational content. If you have any essential items of your own, make sure to put them down in the comments. Make sure you subscribe for more informational hiking content, and tune in next time for some more adventures. And not too bad for a bushcraft tripod.